Welcome back, everybody, to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The Bengals have the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 2.
Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
What's so bad? It's your boy Austin 2 game. So that's your boy Austin 2 game. So okay.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 4th down.
Today we're playing Madden 22,
but the offense is
episode
staying out there to go
Michigan Hill Colorado Spike.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
What?
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
I thought I put... Oh my god. Why did you play a full game?
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now, he was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10
Oh,
to the
keep
7.
his face.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So we have reached halftime. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Oh my god.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Offside. Defense.
How's Jackson?
We looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball
Come on, guys,
at least
we
be
need
the
to
equal of throwing it in that situation.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, this is how you do.
He'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad
Oh,
movie
so that's
over
how
and
you
over.
can
The
do it.
pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What?
The dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. You have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know there will be some adjustments. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll look to throw. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed two-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most often
touchdown. That's caught. A great play there. His
Thank
third
you.
touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
a very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
I
And this
should
is a
have
bit
got that.
late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on a catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
No.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Baby.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Oh.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone since the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh no, he lost the football. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
What the
They'll get this
fuck?
run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Jackson to throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing, Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next
What?
time these two teams meet.
No
But
one's
until
playing.
then,
They
this
made
game's
him.
over. So this one in the win column
Oh,
now
right.
for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins
Huh?
and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave...
Yeah. Yeah? For what? Good job, I'll be back. Oh, I'm actually gonna end the stream. Okay, thanks for watching my stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time. Peace out.